You're fucking monkeys. You're really mad because we destroyed you guys in this rap. Abba and Preach are a bunch of and I'm here to make fun of the blacks. Let's go, motherfucker. Woo! Let's go, Abba and Preach, you we destroyed you bitch ass niggas. Let's go. Let's go.
A few moments later.
And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. I shouldn't be admitting this, but saving children, right? That was great, but saving you guys is better.
Yeah, man, this is tough, bro.
All right, man, welcome to the channel. I hope y'all having an amazing day today. So we are making a video about this. Now, I am a few days late. This is not breaking news, but I did want to react to Fresh and Fit's dismissal from the YouTube partnership program. And so Ab and Preach will give their take on it, and I'm going to react to it. It is 20 minutes long. This is a long video, just to let you know, as you probably already have seen. Now, I have thought about this, and I'm not coming, on this video to shit on Fresh and Fit. You know what I'm saying? The things that they did that you saw in the beginning of the video is the main issue that I've had with Fresh and Fit. Other than that, some things they say I agree with, some things they say I'm like, man, that's some bullshit. But with that being said, though, it could have honestly been anybody. Anybody can be removed from the YouTube partnership program at any point in time if YouTube actually wants to come after you. However, Fresh and Fit, in my honest opinion, put this on themselves. There have been many creators that have done things on YouTube and don't know why they've been removed, but I think we can look at Fresh and Fit and honestly come up with a reason on why they are gone. YouTube wants to remove themselves from the brand that is Fresh and Fit. I'm just surprised that it wasn't the entire channel if they're going to go that way. The channels are still up, but they're not getting monetized. So what does that mean? They could potentially work something out and come back. We just don't know. But we shall see. But as it stands right now, they're not in the partnership program. They probably go on Kick or something like that. I know they're streaming on Twitch too, but they're probably gonna look for some type of deal to recoup some of the funds that they're gonna be missing from YouTube. All right. And so I'm gonna get into this video that Ab and Preach have posted. This is a 20-minute long video. The war that is Fresh and Fit versus Ab and Preach is now officially, it's not all the way done, I feel, but it may potentially be OV. It might be over in terms of who won the actual battle, which I've been preaching for winning the whole thing in the first place when you look at everything that was going down. But in terms of the things that I've been preached said, they predicted that Fresh and Fit were gonna get kicked off of YouTube. They said they wouldn't be surprised. Now, I didn't think it was going to happen, but I said I wouldn't be surprised if it did happen, because it kind of took so long. But here we are. So let's go ahead and get into this video, see exactly what I've been preached have to say. I haven't watched this entire thing. This thing is 20 minutes long. Good God, this is a long video, but we're gonna go through and listen to what they have to say. And I wonder how much of the high road or the low road I've been preached are gonna go, because they have the right to do whatever they feel is necessary. But let's go ahead and react and see what's going on.
We're currently on tour. So that's
Wait, sorry, need my headphones. All right, here we go.
It looks a little bit different. We're sitting. We weren't gonna do any videos while we was out here, but
What happened?
But
some things happened.
Cause this motherfucker told me that this shit happened, and then I was like, okay, what?
While we were out here taking dubs on tour, doing some of our first live shows, let me just say, meeting you guys in person has been amazing.
Great.
Some big news just dropped. YouTube made some decisions.
No.
Let's go. Ready? Here we go. 3,
No.
2,
No.
And we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh Fit Podcast, man. We got a very important announcement for you guys. Let's get into the show.
Let's go. This might be one of the last times you guys hear this intro.
No.
I'm just kidding. You guys can hear this intro as often as you want if you go to Rumble.
Oh, not the heel.
No way.
Not the heel laugh. Oh my goodness. I already know what type of video this is gonna be, bro. I don't think they're gonna hold back. Man, 20 minutes? Okay.
All right, and we are live. What's up, guys? Welcome to the Fresh and Fit podcast, man. As you guys know, we had a show scheduled earlier with Psych Hacks, but we had to cancel because we got some really, sucky news.
Crazy news.
Yeah, crazy news, real talk.
Yeah.
Right now, we're live streaming on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, Rumble. And guys, I mean,
Is this the end, bro? Because we got some bad news, man. I mean, when I heard that, I was shocked because, I mean, we love YouTube, man.
Yeah.
We love streaming.
Yeah.
And at this point, I feel like our whole lives are revolved around streaming and, like,
Yeah.
adding value to people online. It's just like, it won't be the same, bro.
Yeah.
What we heard.
In 2020, guys, as you guys know,
Yeah.
I was working for the government, right? I was a special agent of Homeland Security. He worked for, fuck it, Wix, we'll just call it.
Yeah.
Right?
Wix.com, yeah.
All right, so this is their like little sob moment where they relive the tales of the good days, you know? So I'm just going to put 1.5 because I don't give a fuck.
And, he was a tech support.
Oh,
I was
my
arresting
goodness.
bad guys, etc. We started this podcast. We did our first episode on October 26th, 2020. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And, Chris was there. The apartment was all empty and shit.
You guys remember the days before we started just making a podcast where we shit on women every day? Remember the days where you used to work at Wix and you were a loser, and then I used to put out like illegal immigrants behind bars, and then we got together and we're just like, yo, these fucking whores, and we made millions. Man, the good old days. Dumb whores.
You're whack.
November.
You know, it's funny that, like, when I first started watching a lot of YouTube content, and when I say YouTube content, I mean Red Space YouTube content, I thought that it was different. Like, when I say different, I thought they were actually trying to help people with the problems and things that they're navigating. But then it slowly turned into, what can we do in order to get the most views and clicks? That is what, like, I feel like a lot of red pill content turned to, which I think a lot of different movements and stuff like that ultimately turn into, how can we get the most, like, money from this? How can we profit the most? Not necessarily how can we help the most people, but how can we help the pockets? And so I think that's kind of the route that Fresh and Fit end up taking at first. Maybe they started out with good intentions. I don't know. I wasn't an early fan. Somewhere in the middle, when they started to rise a little bit, they invited Kevin Samuels on. That's how I found them. You know what I'm saying? I saw Kevin Samuels on there. I started to watch the podcast a little bit. But at some point in time, it just feels like it was all about the green and not the team. You know what I mean? That's just me trying to rhyme. Sorry, guys. That was bad. That was bad. That was bad.
For, 14th. Internal Affairs. Hey, we need you to come in for an interview. And I'm like, oh my God, here we go, right? And I'm working at the government, sitting at my desk, writing up a report, and I see this email. And this is 2020 November. And I, I go, I let my supervisor know, hey, I gotta go up to, the Internal Affairs office, right? Because it's not at the same building as us. And, I go over there and they take my phone. And I'm like, what the hell? Like, what's going on here? And then, and then they're like, they didn't want to tell me, but they're like, hey, it's part of an internal investigation. Next day I meet up with the special agent in charge, and they tell me, hey, it has to do with your YouTube. And right there it clicked. I was like, wait, hold on. Okay.
Sorry. Yeah, you probably can't work for the FBI and also be like, yo, these fucking whores, man.
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You don't want the fans making videos like that. Boy, oh man, my mind did not put it that way, but that's an excellent point. God.
Yeah, probably not.
Yeah, the FBI is probably gonna frown on that.
Yeah.
Boy,
The FBI is probably gonna have a problem with that.
Homeland Security is probably not wanting some dude just be like, hey, yo, these whores deserve less. I like that this even needed a conversation. Like, even working as a government clerk, you probably can't have a YouTube channel doing this
No.
shit. But anyways.
Probably think I'm recording videos on my phone. Like, that's what it is, which it was a fucking, iPhone 6 or 7, it was a piece of shit. And what ended up happening is I had to make a really tough decision that month. I remember going back and forth, trying to negotiate, trying to figure out what we're going to do. And, you know, they're like, no, like you have to pick one. You have to either, you're going to be a YouTuber or you can be a special agent of Homeland, but you're not going to do both. And I had to make that decision. I remember you were there. Yeah. We had Andrew here. And I was like, well, we got people working for us now. There's people that depend on us. You had to pretty much quit your gig. So I was like, all right, I'm going to resign. And I walked in December 5th, turned in all my stuff. And, yeah, I walked away from the U.S. government. It was a good, you know, six-figure job. It was stable. It was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. You guys know on my Fed Reacts, you guys see how I talk when I'm talking on that channel. And yeah, and I tell you guys that story to tell you that I haven't felt like that since today. And it sucks, guys. It really does suck. You know, fortunately, we made some moves, etc. You know, and we kind of knew that the type of content that we make, for us to be able to give you this content, we have to. It comes at a cost. It comes at a cost, dude.
And it will be here forever.
Yeah, and you know, Fresh always said this. You know, enjoy us while you can.
Yeah. That's always capping, man.
The content that they primarily make, I don't don't think you can convince me that that's the reason why YouTube said bye. You can't convince me that. I honestly think the reason why YouTube was like, all right, y'all can't be here no more. I honestly think the reason for that is because the stuff that they do off of YouTube. Now, I could be wrong. You know, maybe they did something along those little crazy guidelines that YouTube has somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Maybe they did something I didn't see, something that did not go viral because, you know, the AI YouTube bots are always looking. However, I honestly think it was something off platform. Some of that crazy stuff y'all saw in the intro, some of the crazy stuff that I've been put in their intro, it had to be something like that. Ain't no way just that, because we see podcasts like this now, like those podcasts that they have are bringing in all kinds of money for YouTube. I'm talking about green dollars, more money than my pockets can handle because I'm broke. but in all seriousness, it had to be something off camera, man. It wasn't none of this, the primary stuff that they do. It was some of that extra stuff. Some of that stuff that their core fans probably didn't even care. If they wasn't being so extra, I think they probably still have the partnership, which they may potentially get back because they haven't been deplatformed. They've just been demonetized. I think that's something you have to remember too, but we'll see. Let's see what happens.
That was a joke.
And you know, we made moves on the side knowing that this could potentially happen. And guys, the channel has been kicked off the YouTube partner program. Just keep it straight.
If you look right now, you can't even super chat or
you can't even super chat right now.
Okay, they're just off the partner program.
That's 95% of their revenue.
Yes.
So it's not just they make their money. Listen, for all this shit I talk, they are top 3 in terms of how much money people donate. The amount of dudes who want to be like, you know, they have the panel with the women and the dudes donate $100 to be like, tell that dumb whore with the blonde wig that her daddy doesn't love her. Like, there's dudes who paying that every day. Mm-hmm. So, you know, like they were top of the line. That's how they made their money.
Yeah, they're the only fans of YouTube.
Sure. Yep.
So this is the beginning of the end of this era.
So we are in trolling chat. So
that's an interesting point. I never thought about that. You know, and not to just continue to make this video much longer than it's going to be, but somebody started to like make an argument that a lot of the manosphere and red pill talk, it's now starting to transition into like the men version of feminism and like in terms of how it is portrayed. And that's a you know, there's an argument that can be made. You know, I'm not gonna go that far yet because I haven't really been paying attention to it as much as I used to because I'm like, bruh, some of the stuff they saying is wow. However, if somebody was to say that to me, I wouldn't argue back with them. I just be like, well, you may got a point there. Let's see what happens though. Let's see what happens.
Yeah. So you literally can't. Yeah, man. So it's so basically, we're gonna figure out what's going on because we don't even really know all the details. We're working with YouTube to try to come to a middle ground and, you know, work together and figure this out. But for now,
we don't even know why.
We don't know the specific reason.
But we don't, in any form or fashion, Chris, hate YouTube or want to go at them. We're just saying, you know what, we wish we knew the reason why, but we respect, you know, for them to use the platform and keeping us here for a while and like, you know, we appreciate it.
Yeah. But and the thing is that you guys know, right, on this pod, we push the edge, right? We push the envelope where we're not gonna lie about that. Like we give you guys the real deal when it comes to getting in shape, when it comes to
money, girls,
dating, improving yourself, etc. And unfortunately, to be able to give people real advice that they can take in real life and apply to the real world, you have to have uncomfortable conversations about uncomfortable topics in uncomfortable times.
I don't think that's why they not monetized anymore. Wait, let me let Alvin Preach go, but that ain't the reason why y'all demonetized, bro. Ain't no way.
I said it when they did the whole monkey thing.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that when Fresh and Fit put out that live stream and said they were going to nuke our channel, they just ended up nuking their own. So, you know, if you're proud of this, congratulations, brother. You played
That
yourself.
was it.
I don't think there's much to be said. I
That
wouldn't
was
be surprised
it.
if the YouTube channel gets deleted.
Fresh. My man's 28 going on 80.
Oh.
I don't want that to be you guys. And that's why today's sponsor, T.H. Henley's coming in to save the day. I get compliments on my skin. all the
I've been
time.
preached,
People be asking,
bruh.
What's your
Y'all ain't
skincare
shit,
routine?
bruh.
How do you get your skin? And for a lot of fellas,
It's not in that
talking
way.
about
Y'all know how people
skincare
be like
is
that.
a
You
little
know,
bit
y'all
awkward
ain't.
because
You
either
know,
we're too
no,
ashamed
man.
to do it,
I'm
or
a
it
huge
seems
fan,
a little
bro.
bit
Y'all
too
know how I
feminine.
mean that.
But
But
the truth is,
that-
having rough skin, or having
that
all these
probably
little
was
dents
y'all
everywhere
best,
isn't something that you
like,
necessarily want.
transition
Especially if it's things that
into
you can easily
this
avoid
T.H.
through
Henley ad.
very,
Ah,
very
bruh.
good products.
Y'all messed me up. I ain't gonna lie.
recommend
That's
going through that process. And that's where T.H.
I
Henley
usually
comes in.
skip
They got a
through 'em,
great
but I
system
just
in
had to
place
take my
where you
headphones
can
off,
use their
bruh.
products to achieve
Bruh, that's
your
dirty, bruh.
skincare goals.
That's dirty, bro. Y'all ain't had to do me like that, bro. I usually skip through the ad, bro. You know, I like T Angels, bro. Y'all ain't gotta try to sell it to me. I already got my discount code, my G. I'm just here to watch what y'all gotta say about the
Actually
situation.
Start looking fresh.
Oh boy, that's dirty, bro. That was
I said it
hilarious.
to Sneeko when he did the whole fucking him simulating raping a girl,
Yep.
another YouTuber.
It was about the
and this is why I didn't even want to go back and forth with Ethan Klein. It's like when you bring up certain drama, it brings bad press. People start writing articles, okay? And YouTube just doesn't like that. They don't want bad press. So even though these guys were bringing in so much money to YouTube and their income, they weren't worth the negative cost that they potentially would bring with a bad press story. And that's what these guys are. They're a bad news story waiting to happen. The New York Times will probably write something someday about misogyny being rampant on YouTube, or racism or whatever it is being rampant on YouTube, and they're going to play clips of these guys doing monkey noises and calling people all kinds of things, right? Or doing the KK, you know, putting on the white hood, right? They're going to play those clips. YouTube doesn't need that kind of bad advertising. You want to be able to be free to do whatever you want. YouTube says, sure, but we're not going to make you part of the partner program. We're not going to allow you to make money off this site because we don't want to be associated with your brand. So they're sitting here now like they don't get it, but like all these conspiracy theories that they've been bringing on their platform, all the dumb shit that they've done, you know, they want to sit here and cry about it now, but I already said you were willing to throw away your platform to do the dumbest, unfunniest jokes possible, the dumbest minstrel show. So it's easy to sit here and be like, oh, this is so devastating, but you weren't really thinking about your platform.
You know what? I almost forgot about that for a second. They tried to take down so many channels, not just Aubrey and Preach, but like a lot of small content creators were making videos about them and stuff like that. They tried to deplatform them guys, man. That's messed up. And they not the first ones to try that. It's been people can't get my words out. There have been people who have tried to do that before. That's why I talk slow sometimes. Sometimes it's be like 5 different thoughts in like one sentence, and it just comes out as a whole bunch of nothing. But it's been people who have done it before, and they get all kind of backlash, and they end up apologizing and backtracking. Like anybody who's been a part of the YouTube game for a minute knows how the unspoken rule of striking people like that. Now there have been people who just straight up steal content and don't add nothing who deserve that kind of stuff. Like you strike if you want to. If like somebody just re-uploading your clips trying to make money off of you, that's different. Like just, you know what I'm saying? But if you are reacting to something and you don't like that, somebody has something negative to say about you, you trying to strike them for that, that's insane. That's insane. And now it's odd that it has flipped on them. I forgot about that situation for a minute. That happened a while ago, I feel like. But maybe I'm wrong. It just feel like time is like going like that fast probably. But let's continue.
Maintaining your shit when you were doing that dumb stuff. You know, it's easy to say, oh, I care about my girl. I can't believe she left me. You were cheating on her for 5 years. You cheated on her with her sister. You were doing flagrant dumb shit, and then you want to cry afterwards about how much you cared. It's kind of hard for me to take it seriously. I don't want nobody to lose their stuff, but it wasn't surprising to me the same way it's not surprising when the other guy loses.
You called it.
I told Preacher in private. I said they're probably going to lose their shit over this.
And I was the one to say I was not believing in that because to be honest with you, sometimes when stuff like that happens, I really don't believe in the system. I don't believe in things that are in place, and sometimes I'm like, experience that I had in life of like I don't believe in what they say. When I mean they, I'm talking about the system in place and their rules, right? I feel like sometimes it's not fair, and I was like, maybe not, probably not.
I kind of was like preach. I was like, maybe not, but I'm not surprised at all. Not surprised.
And it just takes time, I guess. It just
it took a
takes
while.
a whole lot of time for them to sit down and be like, you know what?
Took a minute.
Just review this. The same way that it took time for Tate. Like they need to rally everything up and watch and put a file together to just justify this. That's the same thing that happened there.
This stuff could even happen to me and Preach someday.
It could.
You know, that's why you don't celebrate this kind of stuff.
No.
Because, you know, we have takes that are probably not the most popular when it comes to trans women in sports or whatever it is. And, you know, I've always accepted that I'm probably going to lose this platform someday. So when that happens, I'll be okay with it. I'll be at peace. It'll suck, but like it is what it is. You know, I'm not married to this thing. I understand it. But I also try to take steps to be smart about what battles I choose. Not every battle's worth fighting. When a dude's putting on a monkey suit or putting on a clan hood, like I'm not trying to be on that level of dumbness, right?
And you're gonna be able to say that, oh well, you know what? That when they did that, they were not on YouTube. Still linked.
Like I said, they don't like the press. If they say YouTuber is out here wearing the hood, making it doesn't matter whether it was on or off the platform. It looks bad for the platform. It looks bad for their business, and that's what it is. YouTube is a business at the end of the day.
Guys, it's about to be an election year. You know what I mean? We're talking.
Wait, he about to bring up an election year, bro. I know he ain't about to bring up no election. This ain't got nothing to do with politics, my G. This ain't got nothing to do with that. Wait. Everybody will find a way to bring a situation into something, even if it has nothing to do with the situation at hand. I hope that makes sense, but let's keep going.
Points, and we've brought up certain points that might not be politically correct, right? That might not necessarily align with everyone's viewpoints.
Ain't got nothing to do with it.
And we've worked really hard to bring people on that have different viewpoints, right? Some of them very controversial, some of them that may or may not be politically correct. And that's unfortunately the risk that you take when you make the kind of content that we do.
Even other platforms, look at Rumble. They're taking a huge beating on the stock market.
Yeah,
I mean, they're up.
Despite having one of the best years for revenue and for views and everything. And
so this comes at a cost no matter who you are. Company, individual, creator.
I will say this. When he said that last part, now that may be true. The election stuff, but bringing on different people who are already deplatformed and you continue to give them a platform on YouTube, even though YouTube had told those guys they shouldn't be here, like Nick, like Sneeko. That's the first two that come to my head. But you like, it's one thing maybe to have somebody on for like a couple of times, but you continue to bring the same people on. It's like you giving them a platform through your platform. So YouTube is like, okay, no, we can't give you a platform anymore. And I'm not trying to like justify people like, you know what I'm saying, get deplatformed, but if they said no, and then y'all was trying to like bring them in and stuff, cause you know go get clicks and views, maybe YouTube doesn't like that. It's a couple of different reasons why Fresh Fit are probably not hearing like getting money on YouTube anymore. And like I've been preaching, could be any of us at any time, but we'll see if it lasts, cause they channels will still here, so yeah, they could come back maybe.
Yep.
Who knows?
And a lot of you guys want to be aspiring RP creators as well, and I respect that, but just know at a certain level, it will cost you a price you got to pay. And I think me and Myron understand this, and we were saying, you know what? At some point, we're gonna have to deal with this price, and today's the day.
Yeah. And my thing is, guys, more than ever, real talk, more than ever. I know a lot of you guys send me messages, and trust me, I look at them. I really do look at them. And as a matter of fact, I save them too, because I sent some of them to Fresh today.
Yeah.
When you guys send me your DMs and say, yo, you saved my life. Yo, you send me a picture of your credit score. Yo, my girl is making sandwiches now, or whatever it is, right?
Yo, don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me, bro. Don't kill me. Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. I'm mad that you banned these niggas, bro. We need more women. Yo, we need more sandwiches in our life. Yo, I can't believe. You imagine this fucking dweeb on a date? Yo, what you used to do? I used to be a federal agent. What do you do now? Man, I help men get their women to make fucking sandwiches, whore. Oh my God, he didn't say it. He said that.
We're getting attacked on all angles. I've been like, whether it's the press writing articles on us, videos getting taken down that other channels are not getting taken down and it's the same exact content or whatever it may be, Rumble getting hit, right, for free speech, video, like just get strikes, whatever it may be. Guys, it's gotten to the point now where even where we shoot the location doesn't want us to stay here.
Yeah.
Right? But, dude, there is a matrix, man. Like,
That's what I just said to
Bro,
you.
yo, these guys are such cornballs. All these Matrix-loving losers, like, they never address all the lies they tell. They never address all the fucking factual evidence that they love to provide, the fucking bro science that they believe in. They just blame the Matrix. It's crazy how they say women are allergic to accountability, but these motherfuckers run to the Matrix when it comes to accountability.
I mean, we've talked about this with Andrew and like people don't want you guys to get this message, dude.
Even Rumble's under attack too,
Bro,
from everybody.
Yeah, they're trying to
Nobody's
shut
safe.
Rumble down.
I think at some point there was free speech where it was like, okay, you know what?
Yeah.
Say what you got to say. We won't crucify you. But nowadays, free speech is kind of like, is it even a thing? I mean, not really.
Stop bringing up free speech. Like, it's not about free speech. You have the right to say it. That's why you weren't banned from the platform entirely. They're just saying you're not going to make money from us, which is entirely acceptable. Like, you guys are demanding that YouTube pay you, that YouTube employ you. Why would... Imagine if I came to your job and I said you had to employ me. Under what circumstance do I have the responsibility to continue paying you when you're doing stuff that's detrimental to my business? That's not free speech. You want a fucking handout. You want them to just give you stuff because you feel you're entitled.
They want to end out like those girls that want to be paid for
Yeah.
whatever.
I think it's fair to say to YouTube, if you guys are going to terminate this, you should be able to tell us why. But it's not act like your fucking dossier is free of issues. Let's not act like YouTube hasn't spoken to you numerous times about the DMCA strikes, about the other things that y'all been doing, or the strikes that you guys have been given, or the warnings that you've received. Y'all acting like y'all got fired out of nowhere. Bruv, we've all seen you get called into the office a few times. Stop. I'm not going to watch any more of this. So I think it's pathetic watching grown men refuse to take any
He like, man, forget it. I'm not gonna watch no more. I will say, anybody can like make an argument and say, well, free speech is under attack, and you know, what I'm saying, in a generic sense. That's basically what they did, but they didn't acknowledge what they did in order to get kicked off the platform in terms of monetization, because they did a lot. They did do a lot. This video's getting long, so I'm trying not to pause as much, but let's keep going. Let's keep going.
I think them going to Rumble is going to be a big L, as it has been for pretty much every creator who's transferred over there. But hopefully if they're able to make good short form content on YouTube or on TikTok and that gets them more viewership, then I think their stuff will keep growing. But if they don't do that, then I think over time their viewership numbers are going to tweeter out as they become less relevant. But it'll probably take a couple years. Anything else you want to say?
No.
Priest like,
You were right.
he was. He called it. Albert called
Nothing
it.
else to say,
Good
but
God,
you were
damn.
right. You know, when it comes to this shit, you know your shit.
Hey, bro, I just tell you, man, when I see people make bad moves, like as a business owner, I'm like, I can see why your business is about to fail.
I didn't think it would happen.
I know. I'll tell you, YouTube is serious about their business. I also say this. Y'all said y'all were going to end our careers.
That's weird. That's where did that happen?
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Y'all said, I mean, y'all did a
What?
whole live stream saying you were going to end our careers.
They also said that it would lap us. But
Oh, it's talking about some
Hey,
kind, I guess.
listen,
it's
good luck. Y'all
Godspeed.
gonna need it.
Godspeed.
And if worse comes to worse, you can stop helping dudes make their girlfriends make sandwiches and go back to being a fed. And fresh, you can go back to bagging groceries and sleeping with sugar babies. Anything else? I don't give a fuck. I said I was gonna take the high road, but fuck these niggas.
It was a little bit of a low road there.
Fuck these.
Anyways, when karma happens, the same way that a woman talks shit and be like, "What you gonna do? What you gonna do? What you gonna do?" and then pushes the motherfucker, and just push the person and push the person, and what you gonna do? And goes the extreme thing and just push his head and gets decked. I'm like, karma. I'm not for it, but karma. What happened should have happened. What should have happened happened, and it is what it is.
Yeah. That being said. Coconuts in Barbados.
Bro, these boys wild, bro.
Coconuts in Barbados.
You foul.
Yo,
I
listen,
swear.
I'm about to hit up H3. I'm like, yo, listen, my enemy of my enemy is my friend. Yo, me and H3 about to do a live stream, bro. Yo, yo, let me message them real quick. Actually, I'm gonna
Bro, ain't no way.
DM H3.
Boy, imagine I've been preaching H3 on a live. That would be funny as hell. But I guess my ending remarks and my thoughts on this is kind of the same as my intro. You don't never wish this on another YouTuber because it can happen to you at any other day. Like, especially with the content that I make on my channel. Like, it can happen to me tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, for them to say that they don't know exactly why, they know why. But for them to actually say the reason why would be so embarrassing to say, like, it was because we did that crazy stuff on top of, I think it's two things. And they pointed out themselves. The second thing. One, they did a crazy rant with the which I saw in the intro with the mask and the monkey sounds and all that stuff. And then on top of that, they're inviting people on the platform, which, I mean, that may or may not have anything to do with it, but they're inviting people on the platform who the platform has said they don't want on the platform anymore, consistently. Sometimes you see them pop up every now and then. That may be one thing, but you bring them on like consistently, they probably like, you know, more reason to like end the whole thing. I did not mean for this video to be 30 minutes, but here we go. My bad. But it was just a lot to unpack in this video. Maybe when I trim it up, it may not be that long, but who knows? But we will see. They still have their platform. And I will say this last thing. One thing that would probably help Fresh and Fit, in all honesty, is the fact that most of their viewership and like a lot of their money come from like live stream traffic. So they can go on the platform like maybe Kick and like, you know, with Twitch, they'll grow a little bit there too. If they primarily go Twitch and embrace it a little bit more, primarily go Kick and embrace that live stream platform a little bit more. And so them being live streamers could help them in a way, because it's a lot of people who don't do YouTube at all, but they got like crazy streaming numbers, but most of them clip their stuff up and put it on YouTube, which they can't do anymore. So we will see. Let me know your thoughts and opinions down below. I'll see y'all in the next video.